Alright. Yan. Magandang araw mga kabatas natin at welcome sa isa namang live stream. Mga kabatas natin parang lumalabas dito na naharash. Hindi kanina. Na parang it's uncalled for o hindi tama yung ginawa ng immigration officer dito sa Pinay, no, na hiningian ng yearbook. Kaya na-miss niya yung flight niya. Okay, ang daming nagsasabi na syempre power tripping ito. Nagkaroon na rin ng pahayag ang Bureau of Immigration dito. Kaya lang, I'm not satisfied. Doon sa mga hindi nakakaalam kasi, ang nangyari dito, no, pag kayo ay pupunta sa ibang bansa, dadaan kayo sa Bureau of Immigration. Pagdaan niyo sa Bureau of Immigration, tatanungin kayo ng isang immigration officer tungkol sa mga bagay-bagay para i-ascertain ang iba't ibang mga bagay. Katulad ng kunwari, baka biktima ka ng human trafficking o kaya meron kang hindi magandang balak, may kontrabando. Aalamin natin yan lahat, mga kabatas natin. Ang maganda sanang ipaliwanag dito ng Bureau of Immigration ay yung function ng isang immigration officer. Okay? Mga kabatas natin, pag function, ang pinag-uusapan, dalawa yan. Okay? Ministerial at saka discretionary. Yung ministerial function na yan, mga kabatas natin, parang gagawin mo lang lahat ng mga ina-ask na gawin sa'yo, tapos kapag everything checks out, pag tama naman lahat, pag meron naman lahat na requirements na binigay sa'yo, hindi ka pwedeng mag-decide kung patutuloy mo yung isang taong magbiyahe o hindi. Ministerial nga yung function mo eh. Like for example, okay, kung ikaw ay mag-a-apply para sa isang lisensya, kunwari driver's license, ano yung mga functions ng LTO para magkaroon ka ng lisensya? Is it discretionary or ministerial? Actually, it's ministerial. Bakit? Ang titignan lang dyan, unang-una, naipasa mo ba yung exam mo? Naipasa mo ba yung practical mo? Wala ka bang mga disqualifications? Nasa iyo ba lahat ng qualifications? Pag pumasok yan, hindi personally magdi-decide yung tao na ay hindi pwedeng magkaroon ka ng lisensya. Hindi siya pwede. Kasi kung wala kang disqualifications at meron kang qualifications, meron ka lahat ng qualifications, they should give you the driver's license. Di ba? Unless of course, marami kang violations na may reason para hindi ka mabigyan o kaya meron kang handicap, kapansanan na nakalagay sa batas na hindi ka dapat bigyan, pwede yon. Pero pag naipasa mo lahat yung mga requirements, they cannot deny you that. Compared to discretionary. Pag discretionary kasi yon, depende doon sa tao kung gusto niya o hindi. Parang ako, di ba? Kapag ako ay mag-hire ng empleyado, discretionary sa akin kung gusto ko siyang kunin o hindi. Kahit over-qualified siya, kahit ang dami niyang experience, kahit nirecommend siya ng kahit sino, kapag ayaw ko siyang tanggapin, it is discretionary on my part para hindi siya tanggapin. The decision is up to me. Ngayon yun ang tanong, ang isang immigration officer, meron ba siyang discretionary power na i-deny ang isang tao na kompleto naman ang requirements? Kasi tandaan nyo, if you will travel abroad, you have certain requirements. And these requirements, mga kabatas natin, if you complied with it, then you must be allowed to travel because the right to travel is a right. Karapatan yan. And sabi dyan, no person should be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. It needs due process of law because that is your right to liberty. Kalayaan mo yung pag-travel. Di ba? Dapat ganun. Dapat yun ang ipaliwanag nila. At sana magkaroon pa ng mas maayos na paliwanag tungkol doon. Hinanapan ng yearbook. Obviously, that's so absurd. Unang tanong, is it a requirement for you to ask the yearbook? Pangalawa, ito rin ang hindi ko gusto. Pinapakita, mga kabatas natin, o naghahanap sila ng proof doon sa Bureau of Immigration, ha? Na may pera ka. Ipapakita mo sa app o kaya dadala ka ng bank statement mo doon. Is that necessary? I don't think so. Kasi ginawa mo na yan sa embassy nung kumuha ka ng visa eh. Diba? And if it's not required by the accepting country, why will you require it? Pupunta ba siya ng Pilipinas? Hindi. Like I said, is the duty ministerial or discretionary? Pag pinayagan akong umalis, nakabili ako ng ticket, bakit pwede akong pigilan ng isang immigration officer? When in fact, traveling is my right. It's part of my freedom. It's part of my liberty. Diba? Yung accepting country na pupuntahan ko, if they say I can go, at wala naman akong ginagawang masama, may bakit yearbook? Diba? So ito yung nangyari dito. Ngayon, mga kabatas natin, ito yung paliwanag ng Bureau of Immigration.
Where a passenger was asked to provide a yearbook. Let's first talk about the offloading incident at NAIA where a passenger was asked to provide a yearbook photo to prove some form of educational attainment. A yearbook photo, I mean...
Educational attainment, is it necessary for you to travel? No. Ang iniisip kasi nila dito, baka smuggling nga, o kaya magtatrabaho ko doon sa ibang bansa. Hindi ka talaga pupunta bilang isang tourist. Paano mo malalaman yun? That's just a speculation. Magti-TNT ka doon. It's unfair naman to be speculative of people, especially kapag nagbayad sila ng ticket, ng hotel, doon sa pupuntahan nila. Diba? That's a legitimate question. Di ba titingin? Kasi nga sa immigration officer, pag may tinatype sila doon, lalabas yung pangalan mo, makikita kung may hold departure order ka. Kung may hold departure order ka, automatic, dapat hindi ka napapasukin. Pero kung wala kang hold departure order, why is it necessary na malaman nila na may kakayahan ka? Di ba yung accepting country na yung magdi-determine doon?
Really, was this required?
Well, definitely asking for a yearbook photo is not part of the questions of our immigration officers. This got the management's attention because, well...
Tapos ito, it's not part of the question. What are the questions that should be asked? Dapat yun din ang sinagot dito eh.
The procedure of undergoing secondary inspection is really part of the immigration officer's duties. Asking such questions that might not really be helpful in knowing the background of the person. It's a cause for concern of the management. It's really...
Tapos ito yung tanong ko, no? If you are there to ask for the background of the person, are you giving the immigration officers discretionary powers na kapag hindi nila nagustuhan yung background ng isang tao, pwede nilang hindi paliparin? So sobrang makapangyarihan ang mangyayari sa kanila kapag ganun. They can deny anyone if you give them discretion. Anong background ba in the first place? Anong background ang kailangang meron para pwede kang makalipad? Diba? Anong background ang kailangan? If you give them discretionary powers, that will be abused. You should give them, anong questions ang kailangan? Itong questions lang na ito. So, Okay, meron silang questions na kailangan. What are the right answers? Ilang tama na sagot na may bibigay ng taong babiyahe ang dapat maibigay niya o masagot niya para ma-allow siya na mag-travel? Kasi yun ang tanong dyan eh. Is it ministerial or discretionary? Pag may requirements, dapat tapusin lang yung requirements because money in traveling, no, is expensive. Di ba? Tama yung sinabi ni Jasper dito. Korte lang ang may karapatan na magsabi sa isang tao na hindi ka dapat bumahe. That is through a hold departure order. The Supreme Court already emphasized on that. Nung nagkaroon ng issue kay De Lima at saka kay Arroyo. Doon sa mga hindi alam yung nangyari doon, lalabas sana ng bansa si Arroyo, si ex-president Arroyo. Pinigilan ni Secretary Laila de Lima noon ng Department of Justice kasi nga nasa watchlist siya. Ngayon, watchlist yun ng Department of Justice. Sinabi ng Supreme Court, yung watchlist na yan, illegal yan. So ngayon, pwede na yung immigration officer mismo ang mag-deny sa'yo entry from another country or departure from another country because of a background check. It can really be subject to abuse like that. I stand with my opinion na korte lang ang pwedeng hindi makapagpalipad sa isang tao. Meron naman na tayong precautionary hold departure order eh. Di ba? It can really be subject to abuse if you give them that discretionary power. Background check. So ano ang hahanapin nyo sa background niya? Yearbook? Ano pang susunod?
Really the manner on how the secondary inspection was conducted that we might see as a cause for
Ano
concern
sabi niya?
here. Inspection was conducted, concern of the management. It's really the manner on how the secondary inspection was conducted that we might see as a cause for concern here.
So the manner on how it was conducted, hindi yung result na hindi siya pinabiyahe. Because ang daming tanong. Tapos humingi ng yearbook. So okay lang. So paano ba yung manner dapat? Hindi magtataas ng boses.
And what did the personnel wanted to prove at this point for this specific case by asking for a yearbook photo?
Yes. Well, when we asked the immigration officer involved, he denied asking for a yearbook photo. But perhaps he was interested in knowing the background of the person who went viral. But definitely, this is not part of the regular.
What is the purpose of knowing the background? It's a mere interview. People can lie there. It's not under oath. And who knows who's telling the lie now? Bawal mag-video doon. Is it the immigration officer? Or the traveler? Kasi you can ask so much questions eh. Paano pag galit siya doon sa tao na yon? Inagaw pala yung boyfriend niya. Di ba? You should define the job of an immigration officer conducting that secondary interview para hindi maabuso. Ministerial ba? O discretionary?
questions of immigration officers.
All right. Now, this incident caught attention on social media, Ms. Sandoval. What is the Bureau of Immigration doing now to address?
Ito may tanong, pwede bang magkaso yung nakamiss ng flight? Parang he says, she says na lang ang ganyan. Wala ding conclusion, sabi niya. And labo yung sagot nila, no? Of course, pwede siyang magkaso. Diba? If there is no reason for her to be interviewed that long, obviously, that's bad faith na. Pangungursunada, parang ganun yung nangyari. What is your reason for holding me up that long na I will miss my flight? Siyempre, sasabihin nila, dapat maaga ka. O sige, pagbigyan na natin, dapat maaga ako. Pero, dapat ba ganun din kahaba yung tanong mo at hihingan mo ako ng yearbook? And if your purpose is to stop me from traveling, that's against the law. Because I have the right to travel. Even if you did a background check, tapos nakita mo, ayon doon sa desisyon mo. Kasi nga parang discretionary sa kanila na baka mag-TNT ako doon na wala akong kakayahan para lumipad. At sabi nga nila, may nakuha daw nila parang biktima or, ewan ko, human trafficking daw. There should be a case. Because you are innocent until proven guilty. Aanhin pa natin ng korte pag alam na pala ng immigration officer pag ikaw ay human trafficker. Di ba?
This incident, and please tell us what your investigation has found out so far. Have there been lapses?
Yes, well, we encourage feedback. We really appreciate feedback, and
Hindi diretsong sumagot si ma'am. Ay, showbiz.
if there is nothing, if there are anything concerning travelers, if you see something not nice or actions that you might think that are unprofessional, we encourage passengers to immediately report it to the Bureau of Immigration.
Kinat ba tong video? Ba't hindi niya sinagot yung question?
Nothing. If there are any.
Have there been lapses?
Yes, well, we encourage feedback.
What is the Bureau of Immigration doing now to address
What is the Bureau of Immigration doing now? Sabi niya.
this incident? And please tell us what
To address this incident. So anong ginagawa nyo para ma-address itong insidente na
your
ito?
investigation has found out so far.
Tapos ano na ang nangyari sa investigasyon nyo? O yun yung tanong. Tignan nyo yung sagot niya.
Have there been lapses?
Yes, well, we encourage feedback. We really appreciate feedback, and if there is nothing, if there are anything concerning travelers, if you see something not nice or actions that you might think that are unprofessional,
Hindi naman responsive.
we encourage
Tama ba to? Teacher Marks React? 34K ang barred from flying, tapos 400 plus lang ang napatunayan na human trafficking. Oh my goodness. Sobrang discrepancy yan.
passengers to immediately report it to the Bureau of Immigration. For this specific case, Stanley, the immigration officer involved was reassigned to one of our back-end offices.
Yun daw. Na-reassign na. Pero ano nang nangyari o anong resulta ng investigasyon?
And was removed from the front lines.
Tinanggal sa frontline. Na-reassign.
Alright, have your
Hindi niya sinagot kung ano na yung resulta ng investigasyon. Sinagot niya lang kung ano yung ginawa nila. Hindi naman tinanggal, ni-reassign lang.
reached out to the complainant, and what did she have to say?
From what I recall, she submitted a complaint via one of our social media portals.
That's a good thing. That's the best thing to do. No, mag-submit ka ng complaint. Makikita naman dun sa makikita naman dun sa ticket mo kung anong oras ka nakakuha ng boarding pass mo. Kung maaga ka naman nandun, 'Di ba? At siya yung dahilan kung bakit na-miss yung flight mo, pwede kang mabayaran, no? Bukod sa danyos, syempre, yung liability rin ng tao for curtailing your freedom to fly.
But that complaint is being processed already by our offices.
Tapos mga kabatas natin, dito nakalagay, BI relieves immigration officer involved in grueling traveler interview. Totoo ba to? Tinanggal na siya? Kasi I think dapat kung totoo yun, tanggalin na yun eh. Yan. Yearbook din na kailangan sa NAIA. Tas, nagkaroon na ng gantong incident, mga kabatas natin, hindi pa rin clear sa atin. Clear na ba sa inyo kung ano dapat ang gawin ng isang Bureau of Immigration officer doon? Isang immigration officer doon? 'Di ba? So, ang gawin, kasi hindi naman nila sinasabi sa atin kung ano talaga ang dapat nilang malaman doon sa secondary interview na yun eh. The very question there is it ministerial or discretionary? Meron ba silang discretion na pigilan ng isang taong lumipad kung wala naman silang court order? Ang sagot ko dyan, no. Kahit hindi maganda yung background check mo, no. 'Di ba? Sabi ni Miss Laika, check lang travel documents dapat. Yes, kasi kapag naman wala namang dahilan para mapigilan ka, bakit background mo? Anong klaseng background pa? Black, white, orange background? O ito, we should look at the functions. Ito yung functions ng Bureau of Immigration. For sure, di ba? Because an immigration officer is under the Bureau of Immigration, ito rin yung mga functions na ine-exercise niya doon. Sabi niya, primary enforcement arm of the Department of Justice. So under Department of Justice din siya kay Secretary Remulla. And the President of the Philippines, syempre, kasi si Secretary Remulla under din kay BBM, in ensuring that all foreigners within its territorial jurisdiction comply with existing laws. So yan yung isa. That is about foreigners. General functions to ha. Assist local and international law enforcement agencies in securing the tranquility of the state against foreigners. Ito, laban sa foreigners naman, no? Whose presence or stay may be deemed threats to national security, public safety, public morals, and public health. So this is pertaining to foreigners again. Ito, yung pangatlo sa kanyang general functions, act as a chief repository of all immigration records. So nagtatago sila ng immigration records pertaining to entry, temporary sojourn, admission, residence, and departure of all foreigners in the country. So pag titignan mo mga kabatas natin, yung general functions niya, sa website nila ito mga kabatas natin, this is the official website of the Bureau of Immigration. The general functions, no, pertain to foreigners. Foreigners, foreigners, foreigners. Okay? Specific functions. Baka dito, no? In the discharge of its broad functions, the Bureau, through its Board of Commissioners, exercises administrative and quasi-judicial powers over the quasi-judicial powers. Anong ibig sabihin ng quasi-judicial powers? Ibig sabihin, meron silang adjudicative power. Meron silang kapangyarihan para mag-decide. Kaya pag nagkakaroon tayo ng mga unwanted o kaya illegal alien, fina-file sa Bureau of Immigration yan at meron din sariling kulungan ang Bureau of Immigration. Okay, ito. Regulation of the entry, stay, and exit of foreign nationals in the country. Foreign nationals in the country. Monitoring of the entry and exit of Filipino citizens in compliance with Philippine laws and other legal procedures. Monitoring. Monitor lang. Pag nagmo-monitor ka ba, you have the right to deny a person from doing something if you are merely tasked in monitoring? Hindi. So, hindi ito yung functions na kasali doon sa pagpigil nila sa isang tao para lumipad because this is merely monitoring, it's not preventing, it's not stopping. Okay? Ito, issuance of immigration documents and identification certifications on non-immigrant, immigrant, and special non-immigrant visas. So, hindi rin concerning ito sa paglabas. Ito yung mga papasok dito. Visas para doon sa mga foreigners na papasok dito sa Pilipinas. Kasi tayo naman, hindi naman natin kailangan ng visa kapag babalik tayo sa Pilipinas. Okay. Issuance of special permits in relation to the enforcement of immigration laws. Special work permit, provisional permit to work, special study permit, re-entry permits, clearances. Okay. So, ito, hindi naman applicable pag tourist ka. Di ba? Extension of stay of temporary visitors and implementation of changes of status as provided by law. Hindi rin applicable sa Pilipino yan. Administrative determination of citizenship and related status. Hindi rin yan applicable pag Pilipino ka, kasi Pilipino ka na nga. Investigation, hearing, decision, and execution of orders pertaining to exclusion, deportation, and repatriation of foreign nationals. Foreign nationals din. Hindi kasali ang Pilipino. Implementation of whole departure orders. Blacklist, watch list, immigration lookout bulletin orders, and alert list orders. Ito mga kabatas natin, hindi na ito updated. Ewan ko, baka matagal. Dapat dito implementation of whole departure orders lang. Okay? That's in my opinion. Kasi nga, yun ang nabasa ko sa batas. And I will stay with what I learned. Okay? Wala na yung blacklist, watch list, at saka immigration lookout bulletin orders and alert list orders. Wala na yan. Kasi lahat ito, blacklist, watch list, immigration look, yan yung pinatanggal na noon kasi nga, they act as whole departure orders when in fact, they are not whole departure orders. Implementation. So, dapat meron kang whole departure order. Dapat meron kang blacklist, watch list, immigration lookout bulletin order, at alert list order bago ka pigilang lumipad. Hindi ka pwedeng pigilang lumipad dahil hindi mo naibigay yung gustong hingiin sa'yo ng immigration officer. Tama? Tama. Because it is merely implementation. That is not discretionary on the part of the immigration officer. Bakit? Sasabihin ba ng immigration officer, may HDO ka pero papayagan kita. Hindi pwede. Wala kang HDO pero hindi kita papayagan. Hindi pwede. Ito, cancellation of immigration documents upon violation of immigration laws and procedures. Upon violation. So, kailangan may ma-violate ka muna. Nakalagay ba dyan yung background check? Wala pa. So far, investigation, arrest and detention of foreigners in violation of immigration laws. Hindi rin yan. Accreditation of schools and learning institutions that can officially accept and enroll foreign students. Hindi rin yan. Accreditation of law firms, liaison officers, travel agencies, and other individuals and organizations transacting with the Bureau of Immigration. Wala. Attorney, paano po yung mga nagsasabi na hindi nakapasa sa interview? Yun nga sa interview ng immigration officer, I don't think na may exam doon na kailangan mong ipasa. They are exercising discretionary powers kung sila magsasabi kung pumasa ka o hindi. Diba? Also, sa website na ito ng Bureau of Immigration, meron silang general functions at specific functions. Specific functions at general functions, inisa-isa na natin, may nakita ba tayong ganon? Wala. So, ang tanong ko, saan galing yung kapangyarihan nilang ganon? Wala. Even with the interview, siguro, basic questions lang habang sinesearch nila kung may whole departure order ka o kung may dahilan man para pigilan ka. Pero pag wala, they should let you go. Sabi niya, ba't sa ibang bansa, attorney, hindi naman ganun kahigpit basta may return ticket ka lang? Ewan ko. Diba? Sa US, meron din namang tanong-tanong. Pero basic lang passport lang. Tapos tanong lang, saan ka titira? Ito, sa lahat ng mga pinuntahan kong immigration na officers from all over the world, ang tinatanong lang sa akin usually, kailan ang alis mo? Hindi kailan ang alis mo. Siyempre, ngayon yung alis mo. O, yung kailan ang balik mo? Saan ka titira? Anong gagawin mo dun? Sabi ni Sui Generis, Ultra Vires Act. Ano yung Ultra Vires Act? Isang bagay na ginawa mo na hindi naman sakop sa iyong kapangyarihan. Kasi nandito tayo sa official website mismo ng Bureau of Immigration, walang nakalagay dito na you're supposed to conduct a background check. Tapos nakita natin yung sinabi ni Madam kanina sa Bureau of Immigration na nagkakandak daw sila ng background check. Para saan? Para saan? Discretionary powers? What the heck? Walang ganun, di ba? Wala siyang pinanggit doon eh. Ito si Joy Covarrubias. Check. I was turned down by the immigration and was supposed to see my dad who was sick. Sabi niya, sa tingin ko, di ka nababalik. Grabe. Yeah. Alam nyo lahat nung na-deny, you should file cases para iayos na yung kalakaran dyan. Because that's power tripping. Sabi nga doon kanina, Ultra Vires Act yan. Well, so far sa akin naman, yun lang naman ang tanong. No? Kailan ka aalis, kailan ka babalik? Hindi pa naman ako na-deny ng exit. Pero, why should they deny me exit when there's no reason for them to deny me exit? Diba? Yun lang mga kabatas natin. Hindi ko napapahabain. Kasi nga, sinabi ko naman na sa inyo lahat. Pinag-aralan na natin yung functions ng Bureau of Immigration. Walang nakalagay dyan na magba-background check ka sa mga tao na lumalabas ng Pilipinas. Klaro. Di ba? Klaro. Yan. Maraming salamat mga kabatas natin. At syempre, tulad ng laging sinasabi, matulog po tayo ng mahimbing dahil alam natin, may natutulog na mahimbing, siya yung laging panalo. Paalam po pansamantala.